Can we win it? Can we win it? Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Charlton Athletic FIFA 19 career mode. Now, FIFA 20 is just around the corner, and it has to be said that at a natural pace, we didn't quite get to the end of this Charlton career mode. So I think we left it about 3.5 seasons in, and as you might be able to tell from this squad in front of us right now, we are now 5 seasons in, so we're just about to begin our 5th season. There's a lot of stuff that you've obviously missed out on that I've done off screen, so here is a quick recap on what's happened from the last episode up until now. So we're just going to start things off with this game against Man City because it gives us a flavour of where we are as a team, a 3-1 home loss there. So Anthony Dickstill and Joe Aribo, 2 players that were good for us but have gone in real life. I've sold them for just under £15 million for the pair of them. We finish in 9th place in our first season, which for me is really good. I said 17th I would have been happy with, so a top half finish is absolutely fantastic in our first season in the Premier League. And you can see Crystal Palace as well went down along with Bournemouth and Brighton in this particular season. This is just me going through the entire squad and having a look at their goals and assists and appearance contributions. We then get into a new season. Our budget is revealed at 35-ish million. We then confirm a massive signing who we got on a pre-contract player arrival, Jovic there. You will have also seen there we got a Goa who is a left back, a backup left back, and we also got Davide Zappacosta who is a real world-class right back on this game at this point. So that is something around what our strongest squad is. We then get into these 2 deals. First of all is a permanent deal for Hudson-Odoi, and then it's another permanent deal for Terence Congolo. So we've strengthened our wing position and our centre-back position. We also sell Jose De Vecchi for just about £1 million. We also sign Ollie Watkins as another option on the wing and up front. We then heartbreakingly have to sell Lyle Taylor for just shy of £500,000. But then a little bit of good news, we get the England job offered to us, and of course we are going to accept that. It's the only international job that I would ever consider accepting on a career mode. Then we have made it this season to the final of the Carabao Cup. We're going to fast forward this. We're winning 1-0. We do get a red card with Cook Miners, but this squad, by the way, Naby Sarr starting there, does manage to get a 2-1 win, and we are the champions of the Carabao Cup. It's a real shame that I couldn't include that, but at least we did it. The second season then we finished 5th, just under the top 4, very close run thing, but that does enable us to qualify for the Europa League, and that is what we're going to be focusing on in the final episode of the Charlton career mode. So there you go, guys, that is everything that's happened from last episode up until now. We are obviously the England manager, that's why it says versus Cameroon here. We'll find out how we do in the World Cup as a sort of little bonus feature in this episode very shortly, but we have 4 new signings, pre-contract player arrivals. The first is Ousmane Dembele, easily the highest rated player in the club. I think at this point in like 2022 he's like a 91 rated player, so that was ridiculous. We also got Bakayoko, 86 rated. We got Fornals, 87 rated, and we got Lloris, who is slightly older now and is 84 rated I believe, and will probably decline through the seasons, which will be fixed a little bit in FIFA 20 by dynamic player potentials. But this is the squad right now. We made some really good signings along the way. Congolo is a new guy who you haven't probably seen. And just various other, obviously we've got Hudson-Odoi on a permanent, but let's go down here and have a look at the 4 new guys: Lloris, Bakayoko, Fornals and Dembele. Guys, we are easily going to be the best team, well, one of the best teams I should say, in the Europa League this season. So that is the aim in this episode. Can we win the Europa League? Before we do that, like I said, we're going to see how England do as a little bonus in this World Cup campaign, as we did get the England job. So that was brilliant. But yeah, let's find out how England do, then let's get on to the Europa League this season and see if we can win it. So the England squad is looking ridiculous. 92 Kane, the captain. Rashford 90 on the left wing there. Sancho's looking brilliant. Ali, Loftus-Cheek, Winks. Everybody is so well rated, even the subs. In fact, let's put Sterling on the right wing instead of Sancho, who, I mean, they're equally brilliant, really, aren't they? And then a couple of my own players, Brewster and Hudson-Odoi, in the reserves at the moment. They have played 1 game each, I believe, in this World Cup campaign, but it's time to enter the round of 16 and see if we can beat Cameroon. So we're going to sim all of these matches. We're not going to waste time playing them, but it will be fun to see whether the Jamie Boxall effect can make England win the World Cup, basically. Right, so 23 minutes in here. Alexander-Arnold has been booked. Sterling puts us 1-0 up. That's good to see. I think really against Cameroon we should be winning like 2-0, 3-0. Abraham gets a goal off the bench 4 minutes after coming on for Harry Kane. And looks like we are going to come away with the victory here. It's just a matter of how many more goals, if any, are going to be scored. And actually, there will be no more goals. A 2-0 victory against Cameroon. Who does that give us in the next round? Wow, so a quarter-final game against Argentina. That is a ridiculous tie. Colombia versus France, Italy, Germany, Spain, Brazil, and England, Argentina. So real big hitters in the quarter-finals. No real surprises there. But let's see if we can get the simulated win against, transfer offer for Maloney, Oxford and Stengs. We've got so far into the career mode now, it's not even worth pressing X because it takes like a minute to load up because of all the data that it's dealing with. So we'll go into this game, just go away really. We're going to this game against Argentina. I feel like we might win it because Messi, Aguero, players like that are not going to be as high rated because they're older. But still, obviously a really good team. Players like Lo Celso, I believe is Argentinian and will be like world class right now. So we haven't changed the lineup. Can we win? Let's just skip it. And we do win 2-1. Ali and Sterling with the goals. Which puts us against Spain in the semis and we are drawn away, quote unquote. So it's going to be a much more difficult game. We might see a little bit of fatigue creeping and stuff like that. But we'll see if we can beat Spain now. So here we go against Spain. Again, I have a feeling that we're not going to win this one. It is drawn away, which makes it a lot more difficult. They're going to have some banging players, as you can see. A lot of those players are going to be massively rated. Grimaldo, Williams, Inaki Williams. Saul has put Spain 1-0 up in the 20th minute. Mina up front as well. Santi Mina, great player. It looks like we might lose this one, guys, unless we can pull a goal back. Harry Kane, I'm looking at you. You've been very quiet this tournament. Fabian puts them 2-0 up. And that is going to be the end of our World Cup run. Semi-finals once again for England. I mean, I'll take getting England into the semi-finals. But now, guys, we can focus on, we've got a third place playoff. Let's just see if we win this. But then once we clear this, we will be able to see how we do with Charlton in the Europa League, what group we're going to get and stuff like that. I'm not going to focus on the league in this episode and when we finish in the league. I might do it as like a little bonus at the end to see. But really, all I want is to get to the Europa League final, and that is going to be the primary focus. So yeah, let's change this England squad a little bit and then we'll get into the actual Charlton side of things. So Germany, the opponents in the third place playoff. We obviously lost in 2018 against Belgium. I think it was 2-0 in the end. Goals from Hazard and someone else. Gomez, Joe Gomez of all people, puts us 1-0 up. Equaliser from Leroy Sané. Shall we skip this? I think we shall. And Harry Kane got the 49th minute goal. That means England finish in third place and get that bronze medal for the World Cup. Nice. It's not a bad way to start things off, but now, like I said, let's get into the Charlton side of things. So as per most career mode save files, when you get 5 seasons in, we have a really ridiculous budget. We've got, at the moment, 120 million with a wage budget of it's just basically a ridiculous budget. So we will be able to sign like 1 or 2 like world-class players as well. I feel like it's going to be like a little bit cheaty, but like we've done well, we've signed the right players, we've got up the leagues and we've earned the transfer money, I believe. I think I'm going to focus on centre-back and maybe also right-back, because I want one player that's actually played for Charlton in real life in that team that goes into the Europa League. De Silva is that player. We've obviously also got players like Albie Morgan and Johnny Williams in the squad. Albie Morgan is now a 75 rated player, I believe, somewhere here. He's not there, but he is a 75 rated player. So, he's actually on the starting 11. There we go. So, yeah, it will be nice to have some actual Charlton players playing all the way to the end of this series with us. But yeah, a big budget, and we might sign some big players before we get into the Europa League campaign. So, boys and girls, once this loads, would you look at that? There is Joe Gomez, 84 rated in a Charlton Athletic kit. Once again, welcome home, my friend. You are going to be part of our Europa League campaign. He was actually at Valencia. We signed him off Valencia. Centre-back and right back. The man can play. And that's going to be very useful going forward into this episode. He is the first big signing of probably 2 going ahead into this campaign. And guys, our second and final signing of the episode before we get into the actual proper meat of things is Marc-Andre ter Stegen. We've actually used a recent arrival Hugo Lloris as a bargaining tool. I think we got like a £12 million discount. So we gave Barcelona Lloris plus like 60 mil, and they gave us probably the best keeper in this game along with De Gea and Oblak. Marc-Andre ter Stegen, so he's going to go straight into the squad. Let's have a quick look at the standing and rating of the squad going into this season then. So this team is absolutely disgusting. We maybe should have invested a little bit more into our defence over the course of the episodes, but it's still very, very strong. 92 rated to Stegen goes into the squad. Gomez, Zappacosta, Congolo, and De Silva across the back. Bakayoko sits ahead of the back four. Fornals now in central attacking midfield. He replaces Lingard. Lanez is the main guy and the captain, who's been our first signing, I think, of the whole series and has been brilliant throughout. He's on the left and Ousmane Dembele is on the right. They can switch if they want to. Then we've got Brewster and Jovic up front at the moment. We also have Albie Morgan on the bench, which I'm really pleased I was able to get him up to a 75. Hudson Odoi, Suzuki, Rob Holding, Cook Miners, Iheanacho and DeBoer, all parts of Charlton being where they are in this career mode. We've got a lot of good reserves as well. I'll just go all the way down so you can see them all. Again, unfortunate for Stengs, who may feature occasionally, and Lingard to drop off of the bench. But guys, that is the team. Let's see how we do once again. I say once again, we actually haven't been in... we haven't done that well in cup competitions full stop actually, but let's see how we do in the Europa League this season. So there we have it. We have been dealt into Group B of the Europa League. Our opponents will be, once this loads, it's going to tell us Nice, Celtic and HJK Helsinki. So there's some decent teams in this. I see Porto, I see Lyon, I see Marseille, I see Manchester City as well, Inter, Leicester, some really decent teams in there. I think we'll get out the group comfortably, but then it's a case of the knockout round. So this is going to be tough. So here we go. The menus have all changed to black and grey, which, as we know, is the theme of the Europa League. So we have this first game away against HJK Helsinki. We're going to sim the match. We have a very much a stronger squad than Helsinki. Let's be honest, if we don't win this, we're in a pretty bad place. We should probably be winning this one. It is away, mind you, and it is in a very prestigious competition where teams like this do turn up. So you never know. But I'm hoping that the boys are going to be able to come... Oh gosh. That's not good, is it? Come on, we've got to come through and get a goal here, boys. This is a ridiculous scoreline to be losing 1-0. Come on. Someone's got to come on and do something, surely. 70 minutes played, no goal for Charlton. 2-0 Helsinki. Well, that hasn't gone to plan, has it? That has not gone to plan. How have they managed to pull that out of the hat? Honestly, we are like pretty much exclusively 83 rated plus. Lots of high 80s and a 90 in there as well. And we're losing 2-0 to Helsinki. Okay, we might have to just step in and play some of these games. Let's see how our next result goes. Second game of the group stage then, and it's against Nice. Now, Nice won their opening game against Celtic, and we are drawn at home against them in our second fixture of Group B. Now, if we don't win this, then I am going to have to play pretty much every game going forward. Certainly the next one, because this could be worrying if we don't manage to get the victory at the Valley. Against probably the most likely challengers for us in this group. We've gone again with pretty much the strongest squad we can. Dembele luckily puts us 1-0 up in the 9th minute, and we get a second goal through Brewster. This could be a slightly more comfortable... Oh, don't speak too soon, Jamie. They've got a goal back. Gonzalez, and it's into the second half now. Stengs comes on for Brewster. Dembele gets a second for us. A third for us and the second for himself, I should say, and that looks like it's going to be 3 points in the bag. Dembele with the hat-trick, a worldie from Ousmane Dembele there, the new signing from Barcelona, and we do take 3 points, which should, in theory, put us into the top 2 on goal difference now, as long as Nice didn't thrash Celtic before. So yeah, good stuff. Now our next game in the Europa League away against Celtic. This is going to be one that I am going to sim, but if anything goes wrong, then the next and final away game in the group stage I will not sim, because these away days in Europa League seem to be particularly difficult. So Celtic are the opponents. Again, strongest 11 we can possibly go with. Great strong bench as well. Celtic won't have anywhere near as strong of a team as us. They might have the odd good player, but again, a bit worried that 25 minutes have gone and it's 0-0. It's still 0-0. Going into the second half now, and it's still 0-0. A point away, is that good? I don't know. Stengs comes on, Cunningham comes on. Is there going to be a goal in this one? I'm a bit nervous, 75 minutes played. Come on. Charlton, grab the goal, grab the goal, grab the goal. No goal was grabbed. We take a point away at Celtic. Is that good? Let's have a look at the group right now. Okay, so we're still third actually. Helsinki are above us. Nice are top of the group. So that is slightly worrying. We're going to need to win the remaining games in this group if we do actually want to qualify, which is not the situation I expected to be in, considering our squad rating and stuff like that. But that's what it is right now. So we got to beat what's in front of us, basically. So it's time for the home fixture against Celtic. They are bottom of the group. We are third in the group. So this is actually the clash of the two losers, really, that have done the worst so far. Just going to have a little sippy sip while this loads up. Hold on. Okay, so the game is underway. We've changed things ever so slightly. Iheanacho, Bakayoko scores for us first and foremost, but I was going to say Iheanacho comes in to replace Brewster, who drops to the bench. Jovic gets a second goal for us. That is very, very good. Hudson-Odoi also playing ahead of Lades. Zappacosta gets the third, and this looks like it's going to be a walk in the park for Charlton here, as it probably should be at this point with our team. 4 goals there, Jovic in the 72nd minute. Maybe we'll get 5. Now we'll get 4. 4-0 though against Celtic is going to probably be enough, I hope, to put us into the top 2 of that group. Let's actually have a look at the group first. And yes, that one win was enough to take us up to first in the group. So we've got a favourable position, drawn 1, lost 1 and won 2. So that's decent. If we can get 2 good results from the remaining 2 games, then we'll be absolutely flying. So it's time to get revenge on Helsinki here. We have them at the Valley on the 24th of November. We have, again, I keep saying this, but the strongest squad we can possibly field out, really, going into this game. Actually, Brewster, that's actually a mistake from me there, Brewster being on the bench and Iheanacho starting, but it shouldn't make too much of a difference. They're very similarly rated players. They're definitely good enough to beat Helsinki at home. Bakayoko gets a goal of all players, but if any complications do arise here, I will have to go in and play the final group stage match. But at the moment, it's looking like we're doing okay. Advantage to us. Jovic gets a second goal. This is looking like a healthy lead. Unless anything freak happens in this last 20 minutes, we should be fine. A couple of subs made, and Cook Miners comes on, Suzuki comes on, and that is a 2-0 victory for the Addicts, which means that I think now we are qualified for the round of 16 in the Europa League. Let's just double check the group. That's going to take a little minute to load here. There we go, 10 points with Nice. So I think actually Nice are going to be our last game. So maybe we should play that one just to see if we can win the group. Ooh, Ryan Brewster suffered an LCL injury and will be out for 2 months. I think that means he'll be back for the final if we do manage to get there in the Europa League. But that is still a big blow for us. Iheanacho looking like he's going to get some more game time now. Crystal Palace, by the way, here at Selhurst Park, away in the quarterfinals of the Carabao Cup. We'll quickly fix the injury and then we'll see if we can beat them. Here we go then. Palace away in the Cup. Can we get the victory at Selhurst Park to embarrass them and advance ourselves to the semis? They've got some decent players. Teixeira still playing for them, as he has done throughout this whole career mode. Sorloth, I wonder if he'll be well rated. 4-0 puts us 1-0 up. This could be a nice little victory for us. As a consolation, Townsend makes the goal to equalise. Makes the goal? Why have I sound like I'm playing American football? Congolo, 66 minutes in, 2-1 to Charlton. Are we going to get the victory here once and for all against Palace? We are. I don't know if we've beaten them in this career mode, but there you go, boys and girls. In case anybody just wanted that little nugget of joy, we beat Palace in the Cup at their own place in the quarterfinals. Lovely jubbly. And just because we can here, another chance and another opportunity to embarrass Crystal Palace. We've got them at the Valley this time in the league. More or less the same lineup. Goal straight away by Dembele from the penalty spot. What I've noticed is we don't have many set piece takers, although our team's very, very good. It might be an area in which we're losing out on a little bit in the algorithm. Set pieces, our best set piece taker is like Fornals, who's like 68 or 69 rated. Dembele's also similar. Anyway, he's put away a penalty for us, and he's missed one there. Look, that's what I'm talking about. But it looks like we are going to get there's a second goal from Calvin Stengs this time. They do put one back, but we do get another victory against Palace. And you know what? We've got our last game in the Europa League group stages coming up here against Nice. It is away, but I've actually changed my mind. I am actually going to simulate it just to save time a little bit, because we're probably going to have to play a few of the knockout games, depending on what the draw's like. But we're guaranteed to qualify out of the group anyway, so there's no harm in just simulating this one. We should get at least a draw. I say that with slight doubt in my mind, but we should get at least a draw. I'm hoping we do, because then we will win the group. Nothing in the first 10 minutes apart from a yellow card. Gonzalez does put Nice 1-0 up, unfortunately. Bakayoko, he seems to be doing really well with goals in the Europa League, gets a equaliser for us. Into the second half now. Can we get another goal in this game. I sure hope so. Kukmanis comes on, Vucevic comes on for them. Remember, a draw would take us into the favourable. There we go. Iheanacho scores, and that is a win, which means we're definitely a draw or a win would have been fine, but we did get the win in the end, which means we topped the group with a little bit more authority than it would be if it was just goal difference. So we win the group and we go through to the knockout rounds of the Europa League. By the way, we're third currently in the league, 5 points behind Manchester City. So we're in a title race as well in the league, which we've never done before. Like I said, the best finish I've had off screen as well is 5th in the league. So things are looking very, very good. So it looks like we have found out over here on the right-hand side who we're going to come up against in the round of 16. So it looks like we've got Genk in the round of 16. Can we go into that and actually have a look at the full fixture list to see what other teams we may have to come up against in the latter stages? Let's go over here, change it to the UEFA Europa League, and hopefully it'll go straight to the knockouts. So Nice, obviously, PSV, Marseille, Lazio, Sampdoria. This is actually a round of 32, sorry, not a round of 16. Milan, Leverkusen, Hoffenheim, Braga, Sevilla, CSKA, Moscow, Porto, Anderlecht, Valencia, Sporting, Man City, Sociedad, Roma, Schalke, Lyon, Ajax. There are some real big teams in there, honestly. We're going to have to start playing some of these. Right, I just noticed this, and apparently the league rules have changed and you're now allowed to schedule games on Christmas Day. Well, at least we won it 3-0. So, oi, can we get the hat-trick of wins against Crystal Palace here? If we can, that would be absolutely bliss, wouldn't it now? So Saturday, 14th of January, you get a flavour of how much longer we've got of this episode, I suppose, to go. I'm certainly looking forward to getting to the meat of the latter stages of that Europa League, starting with that game against Genk. We have gone 1-0 up, by the way, through Ousmane Dembele from the right wing. It looks like we are going to get the win here, although literally one goal could change anything here. Watkins off the bench with the second goal for Charlton. Good signing from Brentford. And we get the 2-0 win, which means we are now basically, by default, beating Crystal Palace every time. You love to see. So it's time for the first leg of our round of 32 clash with, are they Belgian? I'm going to say the Belgian side, Genk. Now, interestingly, all three of my basically high-rated right-backs are injured. Oxford, Zappacosta and Joe Gomez. All the boys that can play right-back, they're all out. Which means Chris Solly is returning into the starting lineup as captain at 66 rated. He's literally at least like 15 rated off of everybody else in the squad. But hopefully he can do a little job there as sort of like a club legend, literally been at Charlton his entire career. And it looks like this could be a chance for him to really do something special with us. So Fornals gets a goal, Dembele gets another goal. So it looks like we're already going to take a home advantage into the second leg. Genk not with a goal to their name yet. Hopefully they still won't. Fornals and Dembele with the 2 goals that takes us again into a 2-0 advantage into that second leg. So looking very, very good indeed. So we're going to get straight into this home fixture now. Barring any massive freak results by FIFA 19's standards, we should be home and dry to the round of 16 here and see who our opponents are. Okay, Paintsil's actually taken the lead for them. Not ideal, not gonna lie. At the moment we're still fine. This could be a bit of a reality check though for us. At the moment we're still fine. Jovic equalises, okay, good, and then gets sent off, brilliant, which means he's not going to be available for the next round. Okay, so what I thought was going to be a really easy walk in the park there actually ended up being quite the opposite. Right, so we're through. That's the main thing. I don't know if we know already who our opponent is. Let's actually have a look and see if we can find that out. Wow, okay, so we've got Valencia in the next round. That is a big game, and we're going to have to play it. We are really going to have to. Wow, I didn't even really clock this, but February 2023, and we're actually in the Carabao Cup final. Okay. I mean, it feels like a bit of a joke that I wouldn't be playing this, but I think because I don't want the video to be like a million years long, I think I'm going to have to sim this. Which is very sad, but it is going to have to be the case, I think. So we are going for glory here in the final of the Carabao Cup. This is a bit of sort of B-Tech glory, I would say, because we do want that European title. Ryan Brewster, the number 9, puts us 1-0 up against his youthful rival club. Obviously, he's a Liverpool boy. Ziyech has actually scored for them, though. Great player, probably about an 87, 88 rated. He scored again. I shouldn't have been complimenting him too much. It looks like we might lose in the final here. Oh, come on. I thought we might get the result. Got 10 more minutes. Come on, someone score. Please, someone score. Oh, we've lost in the Carabao Cup final to Everton. Look, we're getting to finals, okay? We're getting to finals, and we are asserting ourselves in Europe at this point. So, obviously not ideal, but yeah, a bit gutted really. But hopefully we can make amends for that in the Europa League. So, boys and girls, welcome to Spain. We are in the stadium of Valencia. And this is the first of 2 legs in the Europa League round of 16. Now, we are suffering from a little bit of an injury crisis at the moment. We've got no Joe Gomez, we've got no Lainez, we've got a suspension to Jovic as well. And there are probably a few that I'm forgetting there as well that we're missing. So there we are in the top right-hand corner, Charlton versus Valencia. This is going to be over 2 legs. Again, this is the first of the 2. Let's see how the 2 teams line up. Wow, I've just seen immediately Lewis Dunk and Oliver Baumann, 2 signings from the English leagues. Mustafi, Roussillon, Korea, Draxler as well, Milik and Cutrone up front. Very, very solid team, I'm not going to lie. I'm scared of several of those players, namely Draxler, Milik, Cutrone. Sidibe is going to be great. Roussillon's a great left-back as well. And the centre-back's not too shabby either. Let's turn our attention to the Charlton lineup again. Remember, we do have some injuries, but we should be considerably stronger than Valencia at this point. So here we go. Ter Stegen in goal, De Silva left-back, Holding and Kongolo in the middle, Oxford, Bakayoko, Dembele, Fornals, Stengs, Suzuki and Iheanacho up front. It's not the absolute maximum firepower we can go for, but injuries and suspensions are limiting us a little bit. So guys, let's get into this game and see. I haven't actually played a game with this amazing team. I've been playing the menus for like a season and a half now. So this is the first time I'm really going to test out these boys. So let's see how well they can perform for me. De Silva picking up a loose ball. He's run into trouble, but the ball luckily falls to Fornals. We're going to do a little chop inside. Oh, dispossessed by Milik. They are looking very, very lively, Valencia. I'm not going to lie. Cutrone and Korea on the left-hand side making a little bit of a play, but given away there, and Bakayoko can release Oxford. Here comes Reece Oxford. Oxford's going to spread it out with his left foot. And look at that run from Ousmane Dembele, who I've switched out to the left here. Who's in the box for me? Dembele with the cross. Oh, Baumann doesn't manage to grab it. Here we go, Stengs in the middle. And away it goes. So here, we just feel very slow here. Kongolo to De Silva. Into the path of Bakayoko, who's going to try his best to have a good option. We have managed to get it up to Iheanacho and Fornals. Look at Yuma Suzuki here. What's he going to do? He's going to have to play it back because there was a lot of players in his way. Iheanacho to a deflected shot from Yuma Suzuki, I believe it was. That's going to be Suzuki's goal, is it? It is. And that is Yuma Suzuki, one of the players that a lot of you, I know, were sleeping on a little bit, saying he was an average signing. I knew he was going to come good. He's 81 rated at this point in the career mode, 5 seasons in. And our number 13 gets the goal to take us 1-0 up, and that's an away goal advantage as well. Advantage, am I saying that word right? And look at that little scoop left-footed shot from Suzuki. Did it come off of the defender? Left foot, yeah, it went through his legs actually. It hit him in the nuts. He kind of winced at it, Mustafi, but nonetheless, Suzuki with the goal. Oh, we've dispossessed him again. Yuma Suzuki, he's got loads of confidence now. Iheanacho's going to play him in. Needs to make a better run than he did, and that is out to Calvin Stengs. Calvin Stengs tucks inside, left foot, Calvin Stengs! Good save from Baumann, and it's not another goal to add to our collection. Oh no, look at this space. Oh no, that is a good equaliser from Cutrone, really nicely worked. Players getting into space. One of the players sold me there. I think it was whoever was on this right hand side. I don't know, but that was poor from me really. Look, just lunged in there with De Silva, I think he might have been, or Kongolo, and that is a fair enough really equaliser from Valencia. 1-1. Here's Bakayoko now. Not a lot of ways through. But we have managed to find our way in the box again. Yuma Suzuki with his second of the game. That came out of nowhere. That is a great little finish from Yuma Suzuki, the Japanese striker. Probably one of the best Japanese rated players now. And what a goal that is. Yeah, look at this. Bakayoko just with a bit of hold-up play, then released the pass and there were 3 or 4 passes there. Very, very nice, very accurate. Straight to Yuma Suzuki's feet, turns in the box, great touch. Bang with his right foot into the bottom right-hand corner. And this guy is another now career mode legend. It has to be said from Charlton. Fred Friday, Diego Lainez, Yuma Suzuki, you're all in the Hall of Fame, boys. Here's Yuma Suzuki again to Iheanacho. And is the sprint speed of Yuma Suzuki enough? Is he going to get a first half hat-trick? Takes it into the box, and there's his hat-trick! And we have surely taken the massive advantage really here in the victory in the first leg, because that is astounding stuff from Yuma Suzuki in one half of European football, knockout football as well, to grab a hat-trick. That is really brilliant. And it was Iheanacho who found the little gap there. And remember, before, he was not finding passes like that. They were not working out for him, but just then straight through to the path for Suzuki, whose finishing has much improved. Bottom left-hand corner, bang. Oh no, could they get a second goal here? And that's a great save from ter Stegen. Wonder if De Boer would have made that save, or Sergio Romero. Look at this, through on goal. And great save, I think with the legs actually of ter Stegen. Corner ball to Valencia. Please don't score before half time, because that makes it a proper open game at that point. Ter Stegen punches clear, well done. Roussillon in the box, headed by Milik, and ter Stegen gathers it. And that is going to be half-time, boys and girls. 3-1 to Charlton in the round of 16, first leg against Valencia of the Europa League. Did I already say Europa League? Anyway, that is the score. Let's have a look at some other scores. Ajax winning, Nice losing at home to Roma, Sampdoria losing away to Olympique Marseille. And the other games are probably played at a different time, but we are certainly in pole position here. So we're going to have a double substitution for ourselves now. Ousmane Dembele, we're going to save him for one of the youngsters that I'm not sure if you would know of him, but Silvio Lucero. Also Albie Morgan, guys, coming on in the Europa League. 75 rated, he's going to come on to replace Pablo Fornals. We are saving some of our big players. We've actually had the ball pretty much gifted to us there. Bakayoko does not play a very good pass though. But yeah, we're saving conserving some of our really high-rated players and bringing on some players that definitely deserve a little bit of love in Europe. Is it the appropriate time to do so? I hope so. There is a great save from that was Lucero as well, the back post, but a great save from ter Stegen. They've still put the pressure on, and Milik fires it wide. Whew. Yuma Suzuki picks up the ball, gives it to Calvin Stengs. Little dummy, and he sold the player. Let's play that inside to Suzuki. Little back heel, bang from Albie Morgan. And that is a great save from the keeper. Stengs retaining possession on this wing. Does well, holds off the player, Bakayoko. Morgan, back heel, and that is almost a goal from, who was that? Is that Iheanacho? Right foot of Iheanacho there. Albie Morgan with a little flick. And I don't think that's a corner. No, it was a very, very close run thing though. That was a close shot. So Lucero over this free kick, or Lucero, the Paraguayan centre forward, he's going to put it into this sort of area, and hopefully someone can attack this in the air. Comes back out to Lucero. What's he going to do with it? He finds a nice little pass to De Silva. De Silva out to Lingard. Lingard to Bakayoko, who shoots. And he's going to get the ball again, Bakayoko. This time to Albie Morgan. Little turn, little shot from Albie Morgan, and another save from Baumann. Morgan's been very dangerous actually coming on for Fornals. Keeper's going to come out. Don't want that second goal from Valencia at all. Oh, ter Stegen tracks back and punches that little chip shot over his bar. We're into the last minute of injury time now, and we really don't want to concede because we've got a beautiful advantage here. And ter Stegen away again. That's got to be the full-time whistle now, ref. Morgan with a block. Lingard knocks it to Stengs, and that, to Suzuki, but that is the full-time whistle nonetheless. 3-1 in Spain away at Valencia. That is a really brilliant result. Yuma Suzuki, of course, man of the match, picks up the match ball for that hat-trick, and that is fantastic work. Let's go straight in and have a look at the player rating. Suzuki, non-surprisingly, has got a 10 out of 10. Morgan with a 6.8. I thought he did really well. Iheanacho 9.4. Everybody else on 7s. A couple of high 6s. And yeah, really good performance from the boys there. And hopefully that'll be a massive, massive opportunity for us to get into the quarterfinals of the Europa League. So with a 3-1 and away goal advantage, we're going to go into this home fixture at the Valley against Valencia with a very, very strong team. Again, injuries to Lainez. Gomez is back fit now, which is great, but we've got a different strike force. Dembele's put us 1-0 up already. And I think, guys, we can skip this. I'm going to skip it. Ready? 1-1, so they equalised through Cotroni, but that does put us at a 4-2 overall advantage there, so we are going to progress to the quarterfinals of the Europa League. We are now going to find out who our opponent is in the competition in the quarterfinals. So once this loads, we will find out. It's going to be Ajax. Do you know what? Looking at some of those other teams there, which is all of your usual suspects really, it could be worse. You know, you could be looking at a Man City or a Roma or an Inter or a AC Milan. Ajax, I'll take. You know, it's not brilliant, but I'll take it. I think actually we might be able to sim that, maybe. That's brave of me, but I'll tell you what we'll do. Because we've got the luxury of having 2 legs, we'll sim the first leg. If it doesn't go well, we won't sim the second leg. If it does go well, we might sim the second leg. I know it's risky, but I have faith in us. I really do. So in theory, this home game against Ajax should be the one that is slightly more advantageous as obviously the away game. So if we can manage to get a good result here on the sim, like a 2-goal win, maybe a 2-goal lead, even a 1-goal lead, I'll feel okay going into the second leg. So far, 30 minutes gone, no goals. That is spooky. Dembele puts us 1-0 up. That is good. Our team is really, really, really strong and should be really winning this. Dembele with a second goal. Okay, that's exactly what we need. All we need now is to not concede. That is absolutely brilliant. 2-0, a clean sheet, no away goals to come and creep up on us, and 2 goals from the world-class talent that is Ousmane Dembele. And we are looking decent going into this second leg now. Still spooky though, still spooky. Don't get me wrong. So here we go, coming up the quarter-final of the Europa League. Second leg this time against Ajax. Hopefully no injuries and stuff like that in the office. Oh, okay, bad news, Reece Oxford is out. So I think we'll be fine if we just switch this to this and go ahead and get into this game. Ooh, here we go. Let's just not lose by 2 goals, Charlton. And if we do, let's win on penalties. Oh, God, this is terrifying. Just no early goals from Ajax, please. They've got daily... Oh, God, an early goal from Ajax. Jesus Christ. I can't even look, mate. I actually can't even look, because the thing is, the video just ends if I do lose by 2 goals and then lose on penalties or whatever. We need a goal. They've scored 2. Foyt scores! Juan Foyt, the Lord and Saviour Juan Foyt with the away goal. Come on. No more goals. No more goals. No more goals. Yes! Okay, we've progressed. We've progressed on away goals. That is not ideal. That is not how you want to do it, but we've done it. So let's find out who our next opponent is. It's definitely going to be the best case scenario here is Bayern Leverkusen. If we get Leverkusen, I'm happy to sim it. Who have we got? Manchester City. Oh, the current leaders in the league, and oh, Jesus Christ. Look, they're literally winning the league by 13 points ahead of us and 11 points ahead of United. Okay, guys, do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to be really, really cheeky. I've been recording for 2 hours, 12 minutes, and I was even recording before that. This is the second of 2 records. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to drop the controller down. Tonight, that's going to be enough. We're going to have one more episode, and that episode is going to come out very soon after this one, and I will play the semi-finals, both legs, and I will play the final as well. We've got Manchester City, and then who is it after Manchester City? It's either one of Milan, or let's have a look real quick. It's either one of Milan, I think, or Inter, is it? No, just talking rubbish there. Roma or Leverkusen, who I would have preferred either of those in the semis. But that's what it is. Roma or Leverkusen in the final, guys. Man City in the semis. If we can beat them and win the Europa League, that will be a massively successful FIFA 19 Charlton Athletic career mode. So join me in the next episode. Make sure you leave a like on this one. Subscribe as well. I'll see you soon. And sweet. Guys, it is 2:30 in the morning. That is when you know that the FIFA 20 grind has well and truly begun. I could not rest without finishing this video here and today before FIFA 20 drops tomorrow. This is probably the last time I will ever play FIFA 19. Tomorrow, FIFA 20 takes the limelight. But for now, guys, we have the semi-final, which is now coming this episode of the Europa League against Manchester City, which arguably could actually be a more difficult double-headed fixture than the final. We obviously have the 2 legs and we are starting at the Valley. This is the team that's going to take us into this semi-final first leg. But guys, we're going to get into this first leg of the Europa League semi-final against Manchester City. I'm going to try and be as enthusiastic as I can without getting too wild, because I do have neighbours, and like I said, it's very, very late / early, however you want to look at it. But let's get into this semi-final, guys. This is the epic finale now of the Charlton career mode. 3 games. If we win them all, or win the first 2 overall, and then win the last one, we will be looking at an extremely successful FIFA 19 career mode. We are at the Valley, which for the first time in its history, I believe, is hosting European football this season for Charlton Athletic. Now, if we look at the lineups here, well, first of all, that is a big old spectacle for the semi-final. Lots of pitchside activity pre-game. There is Kevin De Bruyne, so my hunch about him was right. But if we have a look at the team lineups now, I thought this was going to be it. It's actually Leroy Sané, who, by the way, has 8 goals and is the leading scorer, joint with Marega and Quinones in the Europa League. So a very, very he's got to be about 93 rated at this point, to be honest. But let's have a look at the full squads now. Here is the Charlton lineup once again for you. Ter Stegen in goal, De Silva and Gomez at fullback, Holding and Foyt in the middle, Bakayoko and Fornals in the centre of midfield, Dembele on the wing, Lanes on the wing, Jovic and Ryan Brewster up front for us as well. Moving on to the Manchester City team. I actually held on to Charlton for a little bit longer than I expected there, but there is De Bruyne once again. I feel like he's going to be a very, very dangerous player. There is also Ederson, so we know they've retained him. Let's have a full look at this squad. I think I saw Kurt Zouma there. I did see Kurt Zouma there. Akanji, great player, and Laporte. They've actually got pretty much all centre-backs. Amian, don't know who that is. Mahrez, Jesus, and Sané is very dangerous. I think that's Bernardo Silva in the middle and Gomez Holding. I'm not actually sure which Gomez that is. But wow, that is a very dangerous team. I didn't quite see who they had on the bench either, and it is Bernardo Silva, by the way. Either way, enough of the talk. Let's go. All right, we're going in dry, boys. Here is Ryan Brewster, feeling very nice and rapid. Joe Gomez looking for that pass. Oh, what's that? Oh, that's a lovely pass. Come on, straight away with the goal at the Valley. That is going to be a goal from... Is that Bakayoko? Is that Bakayoko with about 45 finishing who's just banged that top bins? The number 12... Bakayoko, a new signing for the season, has been getting goals, to be fair to him, in the Europa League, in the Sims and stuff like that. Lovely little flick, and I want to say that was from Jovic. I think it was from Jovic. Bakayoko, and again, his finishing is very, very poor, really, like stat-wise, but that was a fantastic finish past the keeper and gives Charlton the early advantage in this home leg. Here comes Kevin De Bruyne. Oh, little scoop ball. That is brilliant up to Leroy Sané, who's definitely going to skin me here. Good cross. And Mahrez at the back post. If that was a slightly more physical player, someone who could have made his header more accurate, that would have been a very dangerous position. That was missed by... Is that... Who's not on number 3? I feel like that could be Jay De Silva. Yes, it is. And no surprise that he missed the header. He is very, very short. Fornals with the ball now. Knocks it out to Joe Gomez. Looking for an option. Found one. Brewster to Jovic. That's got to be a penalty. Referee, how is that not a penalty? I'm sorry, I'm trying to keep my voice down a little bit just in case any neighbours can hear me. But Jovic blatantly fouled there. Let's have a look at that instant replay, bro. Sorry, on what planet is that not a penalty? Look at that. He's broken his ankle. Look at that ankle. That is absolutely a penalty. Ref has missed that like an absolute mug. Jovic. Oh, that's lovely. Ousmane Dembele is going to break away from the entire Manchester City team here. He's going alone and he can't go all the way. But look at that run. Oh, I tried to find Lanes there. To be honest, Lanes making another run. Lanes, get on the end of this. Oh, that was almost a great worked move by Charlton there. Lanes latched onto the end of the pass with the through ball, really. Just got there ahead of the keeper, puts it around him and also puts it around the post. Unlucky. Here's Ousmane Dembele. Oh, he just took the step over the wrong way. We've lost the ball. Here's Leroy Sané to Laporte, who shouldn't have a brilliant cross on him. And that is stabbed home. That was very weird. Stabbed home, though, by Gabriel Jesus. Or Jesus, however you say his bloody name. But either way, they've got the away goal. They've equalised. He runs over to Pep Guardiola. And that is not what we wanted to happen. I was about to mug Laporte off and not having a cross on him. And he's playing out of position in left back, basically. But he dug it out in the end. And like I said, it was a stabbed finish past Ter Stegen. Let me see if Ter Stegen should have done better here, really. Laporte and Sané broke. That was Ousmane Dembele giving the ball away. In it goes. Nice and accurate. And then just flashed in, really. Let's have a look if Ter Stegen could have done better. I mean, to be honest, Rob Holding in the middle there should have done better really, and the keeper just flapped at it really. You don't expect that from Ter Stegen. 1-1. And that is half time, guys. The score is of course 1-1, and that is a very unfortunate way to end that first half of football there. Roma beating Leverkusen at home, and we really have to get at least another goal here. I'm looking at bringing Fornals off soon. He's carrying an injury, wouldn't want to worsen that. And maybe I'll bring on someone like Hudson-Odoi, but we shall see. Here comes Patrick Roberts, it looks like, who's come on the pitch. Jay De Silva with a brilliant bit of defending. Bakayoko is released. We're going to chip that ball to Fornals. Gets the head. And look at that pass from Brewster to Jovic. Jovic has got to score the goal. And does absolutely horrendously there. I think that was just his own doing as well. Let's have a look at this. Took the little touch. And was that just an awful finish? It was just an awful finish from the 88 or 89 rated Luka Jovic, whose finishing stat is incredible. Don't know what happened there. That is unfortunate. Bernardo Silva coming off the pitch for Manu Garcia. I don't know if he's a real player or a sort of generated youth player that they've got there, but Bernardo Silva going off is a decent sight for me, to be perfectly honest with you. I'm looking for a run. I'm looking for somebody to make a run. Look at that. It's Diego Lainez who's going to look for Bakayoko to win the header. Does decently well. Bakayoko! Oh my God, it's offside. Bakayoko, with his 44 finishing or whatever, just absolutely bicycle kicked that one. Trick shot. Here comes Hudson-Odoi, by the way, for the semi-injured Fornals. Hudson-Odoi is going to go to left wing, and Lainez is going to go to central attacking midfield. This is very, very tense. I need that second goal here. I really do. Oh, Garcia. This Garcia guy is really good. Look at that ball in the box. Holding does very, very well. Oh, we've beaten the press, I think, here, boys. Here's Ousmane Dembele waiting for that run from Ryan Brewster. And just about made the right choice there. And there's another good choice. I don't know if that was a good choice, though. It's Hudson-Odoi. That was the wrong choice. Should have pulled the trigger. What are you doing, Jamie? That is poor from me. Jovic now coming off the pitch and replaced by Kelechi Iheanacho, who has been at Charlton on this career mode for at least 3 seasons, maybe even 4. And wow, look at that. Iheanacho with the cross. Straight into Edison's arms. Here comes Rob Holding stepping into midfield. Look at all this space for Rob Holding now. And he's going to dink that over to the wing, in which it can be picked up by Hudson-Odoi. On to Brewster. He's going to have to pull that back. Come on, let's get the goal. Let's get the goal. That should have been a better pass there in the box. And that is going to be, I think, there might be one more chance here for Man City, unless the ref does blow the whistle for us. But look at them playing the ball. I think that is going to be it. But yeah, that is going to be it. It's a 1-1 draw at the Valley. Not the best result. I feel like we could have got 2 or 3 goals in that one, but we were not clinical. Jovic had a bit of an off day, and we take, I would even call it, guys, a disadvantage into the next leg. And the guys looking a little bit sort of, breathless and stuff like that, exhausted, but also a little bit disappointed. No surprise that Bakayoko got man of the match with an 8.9, very average ratings pretty much elsewhere. Jovic, for me, don't know how he's managed to get an 8.4 rating there. For me, he was not that good, and the best player for them, it looks like it was Gabriel Jesus, although I thought De Bruyne played a little bit better. But yeah, Laporte as well with the assist, obviously got an 8.6 there. But we move on to the, what's it called? The Etihad, of course, the Etihad Stadium for the second leg. Wow, Fornals is going to be out of the final, guys. He's got a broken toe and is out for 2 months. So despite him playing on in that game, it is a very, very long injury for Pablo Fornals, which means we're going to have to readjust that sort of front line. Okay, so both semi-finals poised at a 1-1 draw at the moment. Charlton, I wish I could say with the home advantage going into the second leg, but it is just not the case. Once again, De Bruyne, Sané, these kinds of players are going to be starting. Let's go and have a look at the lineups in the second leg. So for them, Thomas Meunier comes in at right back. Raheem Sterling, is he at centre back? No, he comes in on the right wing ahead of Mahrez. They also bring Herrera in at CDM. Other than that, practically unchanged, I believe. So Laporte at left back, still a threat, it seems. But that is still an incredibly strong squad for Charlton. It doesn't show our bench, annoyingly, but we are going to bring Congolo in at centre-back, Zappacosta in for the suspended Joe Gomez. Hudson-Odoi comes in for the injured Fornals at CAM. and other than that we stay the same. So 3 changes for us, and hopefully those changes can inspire a miraculous performance here in Manchester tonight. De Bruyne holding on to the ball here. Oh, come on, that is a goal for Manchester City, and they take the lead just as Charlton did in the last round, in the last leg I mean. Bernardo Silva getting in with some brilliant play, linking up there with Kevin De Bruyne. De Bruyne was just marvellous there, waited for the right time to release the ball, and then when he saw that run, he was just straight to the. Oh, do you know what? Just never mind. Given away from De Bruyne, not really in character for him, and Diego Lainez is going to put this out wide. No, that is not what I wanted, but it kind of works anyway. Zappacosta to Hudson-Odoi. Rolls his man. Back to Jovic. Bang! And that is a good save from Ederson. Okay, here we go. A little chance here. It's Bakayoko. He's got to find the perfect time to release the right winger. It's Ousmane Dembele looking for a little bit of trickery. No, he's not. He's looking for Brewster in the box, and that should have been a goal. Come on. Okay, here comes Bakayoko. Looking for the run of Dembele again. Beautifully found. We need a good run in the box now. Look at that little dink back here. It's got to be a goal. What is that touch? What is that touch? Okay, so it's half time. Honestly, the game is dicking me here, man. Honestly, like the touch from Hudson-Odoi there, just to when that ball was, it was just in the perfect scoring position, and the game just didn't want me to have it, so the touch was foul. It's 2-1 on aggregate to Manchester City. We've got one half of football to turn this European campaign around and try and get at least 2 extra time. Here we go. Little dummy from Brewster. He's got a run now. He's got a run. It's the wrong run, but we've got the ball anyway, and that's a goal from Diego Lainez. Of course, the captain Diego Lainez is going to turn up when it's looking bleak and grim for Charlton. And the number 7, who's actually been quiet for the entire first leg, really, and the first half of this leg, pops up on the left-hand side with a brilliant finish, bang past Ederson, and puts Charlton right back in this clash. That is fantastic work from the Mexican's left boot there, bang past the keeper. No chance for Ederson. It was intensely accurate. First substitution of the second leg. Gabriel Jesus comes on and Sergio Aguero replaces him. Not who I want to see come on the pitch, but I know for a fact he won't be as high rated as he starts off career mode and FIFA 19 in general, because he is going to be at least like 33 years old now, which is going to take a few numbers off his ratings, but still a world-class striker. So here comes Sané anyway. Laporte down this left-hand side again, gets that pass to De Bruyne. Holding does well. Oh, we can't quite get it away. Here's Sané again, and he gives it away to Davide Zappacosta, who brilliantly finds Ousmane Dembele. And now here comes Hudson-Odoi. Look at this space that we have down the left-hand side. It's going to be for Lainez. Lainez is going to have to hold this up. Straight through to Ousmane Dembele. That's got to be a penalty. That is the second penalty shout that I have had in 2 legs. That has just got to be given, ref, honestly. So 70 minutes played, and there's going to be a double substitution for us. Hudson-Odoi is gassed out, and he's going to come off and be replaced by Jesse Lingard. On comes Yuma Suzuki, the man, the myth, and the legend, and he is going to replace Ryan Brewster, who again, a youngster, not as young as he once was, but still a youngster who is also a bit puffed out. We've got 20 minutes to turn this game around. Can these subs affect a change? We have the boys. Zappacosta to Holding. Holding looking for an option. Ousmane Dembele is that option, and here is Jovic, who's going to release. Who is this? It's Jesse Lingard. He can't stay on side though in the middle there. Jesse Lingard! Oh, come on. Oh, thought that was it. Maybe I made the wrong decision there. But if Suzuki had stayed on side, I think I could have crossed the ball into him. We actually have a corner. We're going to have to aim for Jovic here. Jovic! Away it goes from Man City's defence. Bakayoko chips it nicely to Zappacosta. Zappacosta's actually seen a lot of space here. Look at this. This is not what Man City need to be doing at this point of the game. Can we win it? Can we win it? Come on, the boys. It's Yuma Suzuki. Of course it's Yuma Suzuki. Did I need to doubt it? Did I need to doubt Yuma Suzuki was going to come on and score the winning goal? Guys, we are about to win against Man City 3-2. As long as we don't concede, Yuma Suzuki, you beautiful man. Is he going to earn a start in the final? I think he might have to be a super sub. I don't know. My head's all over the place. But at the moment, we are going to the Europa League final. Jesus. Uh-oh, 87 minutes played. Here come Manchester City on an attack. Sané, the last player along with De Bruyne really who I want to see on the ball. Bakayoko sending it out to Dembele. Look at this as well. Suzuki chips it over to Jovic. Can we get the finish here? Jovic, this is your moment. This is your moment. No, it's not. It's Suzuki. Suzuki, bro. You should have had another goal, but it doesn't matter because now we can waste time. And Bakayoko comes off. Brilliant performance over the two legs from him. And Koopmeiners comes on. I need that second player to come to me. I need that second player. Here he is. It's Jesse Lingard. We're going to waste time now. I don't care how scummy it is. We are wasting time in the corner, boys. That's what we're doing right now. Ousmane Dembele. They not putting that much pressure on me, to be fair. Uh-oh. Here we go. It's Koopmeiners. Oh, I think that's got to be it, ref. That is it. Charlton make it to a European final in their first season of playing in the competition, in any European competition, certainly in modern history. I don't know about way back when, but we have defeated Man City 2-1 by the skin of our teeth. It was heroic performances, and guys, let me just say, it is absolutely in character for the two boys, the two heroes of this career mode, Yuma Suzuki and Diego Lainez, the captain, to come through with the goals. It could not be any more fitting. If you had asked me which two players are going to win you this game, Jamie, I would have said Suzuki and Lainez. That is who I want to win me this game. 54-minute goal from Lainez and an 84th minute goal from Suzuki. Boys, we're in the final. There are the ratings from that game. Jovic, I might be giving him a bit of stick here, but he's actually got a man of the match performance there. 9.1 for him, providing an assist as well. 8.6 for Suzuki. Dembele with a 7.9. Lainez with an 8. Hudson-Odoi had a pretty good game as well. Brewster and Bakayoko. Yeah, everyone did pretty well there. But guys, it's time to go to the Europa League final. Let's find out who our opponents are. Okay, Leverkusen won 2-1 in fact, and it is going to be a Charlton Athletic Bayer Leverkusen Europa League final this season. That is unbelievable. Let's go. No, the one player that I did not want to miss the Europa League final, Albie Morgan, is going to miss it with a torn calf muscle for 6 weeks. That is so gutting. I have invested so much time and training into Albie Morgan, leading up to the idea that he was going to be the one Charlton player that started off this career mode with me that ends up getting on the pitch in the Europa League final, and now that dream has been killed by a random injury to his calf for 6 weeks. That is so gutting, honestly, so gutted. Just saying, by the way, before we get into this massive match, look at our league position at the end of the final season. We are about to go in to a home game at the Valley against, a respectable West Ham side who are currently sitting. Actually, they're not respectable. They're bottom of the table, so ignore me. But we're about to go into a home match against them anyway, with guaranteed fourth place. Top 4 coming our way. Guaranteed third place, in fact, because we can't get second and we can't get fourth. So to end things off in the season, let's just see how we do here against West Ham. Just as a little, the calm before the storm ahead of this massive European final against Bayer Leverkusen. We've slightly weakened the squad there. That's Koopmeiners, by the way, playing at centre-back next to Juan Foyt. Again, we're not playing any of our big hitters. Iheanacho grabs a goal for us. And Zappacosta gets an injury. That's not the best thing to see, to be honest. We can still play Gomez there in the final, but I don't want injuries. Iheanacho gets his second, and that should be a comfortable win for Charlton now. Are we going to get another goal? Oxford comes on for Zappacosta against his old club, and that is going to be a 2-0 victory. So we end the season on 70 points and in third place, which means we would have had another champion. Well, in fact, not another. We would have had a Champions League run next season, which we can also get by winning this European final anyway, guys. But that is the last piece of action that you're going to hear from me ahead of this final. So now it really is time to get stuck in to the final game of the Charlton Athletic career mode. So the day has fallen upon us. The last match of the FIFA 19 Charlton Athletic career mode, the last match of the video, and the most important one I think I have to say I've ever played on YouTube for a YouTube video. Let's go through today's starting 11 in a more intricate way before we get into this video. 86 rated Brian Brewster, fantastic signing. He will start up front with Jovic, who was a fantastic free signing as well. Hudson-Odoi comes in at CAM once again because Fornals is injured. Lainez, the captain, on the left wing at 85 rated. Ousmane Dembele, the best signing that we've ever made in a Charlton career mode on YouTube. Full stop. 92 on the right wing. Bakayoko, brilliant performance in the semis. He sits in CDM. 80 rated Jay Da Silva. Lovely to see a Charlton face of the past in the starting 11 alongside Joe Gomez, who will start at right back. We also have Rob Holding and Juan Foyt in the centre defensive positions. Ter Stegen in goal with a bench of Rodi De Boer, Kongolo, Miners, Jesse Lingard, who ideally would have been Albie Morgan. I would have had Albie Morgan on instead of him, but obviously that didn't quite pan out. Calvin Stengs, Yuma Suzuki and Ian Nacho. The only players that I'm really gutted that are not going to be in this squad are Naby Sarr, Chris Solly, McCarthy I'm not that bothered about, and of course Albie Morgan as well. Everyone else I can live with them not being in the squad. Of course Naby Sarr and Chris Solly will be watching from the stands and they will be there in spirit. So let's play the game. Here we go. It's the final moment of the Charlton career mode. And it's going to be very embarrassing if I don't get the win, I'll be honest. Here we are, guys. Look at that beautiful stadium. Red and white everywhere in this entire stadium. And your match commentary team, pretty irrelevant to be honest. What we want to see is the lineups. There is the trophy. Are we going to be lifting that trophy at the end of this episode? Look at that road. We've defeated Valencia, Ajax, Manchester City, some of Europe's elite teams, some of the best teams in the world, to get to this final against Bayer Leverkusen. Like I said, it could have been well, I shouldn't underestimate this and say this before and jinx it before the game, but it could have been a more difficult opponent. You know, Man City in the final would have been very fitting. But anyway, here comes the Leverkusen team. They've got some fantastic players, to be fair. I've spotted Lindelof, Dendoncker, Brozovic, João Mario, Havertz. In fact, João Felix as well. That is Calabria as well. That is an unreal team. I'm not surprised that Leverkusen have gotten to the final with a team like that, and now I'm more scared than I was when I saw the name of the team. Not that they're a bad team, it's just that, you know, they're probably the third or fourth best team at the moment in real life in Germany. So wow, okay, and there's again a reiteration of the team lineup that we're going to see for Charlton. Can we pull it off, boys? Bloody hope so. Hudson-Odoi. Oh, look at that stepping out from Leverkusen. They are a very smart team. Let's whip that in the box. Oh, okay. Let's whip that back out wide. Who's in the box for me? Ousmane Dembele does his man. Look at that. Oh, that's got to be a better cross. Look at that run. I was going to say, here's Lanes. Lovely from him. Oh, great save from Paul Lopez. And the left foot of Diego Lanes must have stung the fingers there of Paul Lopez. Look at that. The sort of technique there was a bit unusual. It was a decently accurate shot and a good save in the end. Let's whack this. In fact, let's see who our best corner taker actually is. It is Dembele, to be fair. Let's whack this in this sort of area and see if... punched away by the keeper. Headers to Lanes. It's Hudson-Odoi. Hudson-Odoi is going to have to knock this back to Bakayoko. Is that onside? Ousmane Dembele! And a header, and it's away. Another good save from Paul Lopez. Come on! Look at that. Hudson-Odoi and Dembele working brilliantly together. That's a nice little ball to Bakayoko, who I don't really want to take this shot, but I will if I have to. Left foot of Bakayoko and a save from Paul Lopez. That is another good stop from the keeper and another good chance for Charlton. Dembele does manage to do something with it there. Jovic is going to knock this over to Dembele. Look at that. That's got to be a goal. Oh my God, we've taken the lead through Ryan Brewster, who has been quiet so far. But that is so important before half-time. I'm keeping my nerve. I'm keeping my calm. But that is a brilliant goal from, I think it was Dembele straight to Brewster. And he's just tucked it under the keeper. That is his finishing stat that we have worked on paying off there. Through the legs of the keeper to mug him off. And that is a 1-0 Charlton before half-time. Calm it, alright? I'm calm. Whew. Okay, half-time, and the score in the final of the Europa League is Charlton 1, Bayern Leverkusen 0. Okay, it's a little goal there from Ryan Brewster. We're not going to get too carried away with it. We've got a whole other half of football to play. But it is, the scales are tipped in favour of Charlton Athletic at the moment, and that is what we like to see. I wouldn't say it's a dominating display, as you can see by those stats there. But it's a relatively even game and we've taken a chance. If we can just shore up at the back and maybe get another goal, I don't know, we are going to win this Europa League final. Let's play the game. Let's just play the game. Shut up, Jamie. Gomez. Look at that space from Dembele. Great work from Dembele. This is Brewster linking up with Hudson-Odoi. Brewster, shoot Brewster! Oh my god, Ryan Brewster. He is turning up in this final, and that is 2-0 to Charlton. That is unreal from the young Scouse prospect who we have turned into, let's be honest, a world-class striker. That is unreal between Hudson-Odoi and Brewster. Really nice work. Bang with his left peg into the back of the net, and that is really important for us to be able to win this game. We've almost done it, boys. We've almost done it. Little free kick here in the 60th minute now for Bayer Leverkusen. 0-4. Oh, it was on target, but ter Stegen keeps it. Let's go and send that over the top. Oh, that's going to be Brewster getting on the ball for his hat-trick mainly. I don't know how you've caught me up, but that is going to be... Come on. Third goal. That's going to be it. Diego Lainez, you beautiful Mexican sexual man. This guy was our first signing. Our first signing of the entire career mode, guys. I have to suppress my joy because of the time. It's literally nearly 4 a.m. But that, from Diego Lainez, is unbelievable. That whip, that curve, that captain's performance, showing up and having composure where it mattered. Diego Lainez, you have been a joy to control. Over to Dembele. Look at this football we're playing. We're just literally mugging them off now. At this point, like, what is even the point of scoring another goal? But shall we anyway? I think we should. Oh, unlucky Lainez. That was just probably on your wrong foot there. So a hero's exit for both Hudson-Odoi and Luka Jovic onto the pitch. Of course comes Yuma Suzuki with about 15 minutes left to go. And you know what? I can't remember who else I brought on. It was somebody. I will confirm it, but it was definitely somebody. And there's another goal. No, it hit the bar. Gomez to Lainez. Knock that back. Yuma Suzuki. Keep running, son. Keep running, son. You're going to be released. That is... Oh, I thought that was a goal for Yuma Suzuki in the final. He deserves it, the boy. Brewster playing him through there. Little tuck around the keeper and just wide of the post. That just trickled wide. Unlucky. Boys. 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 We've done it. We have done it. We are the champions of Europe. 5 or 6 seasons, one of the two, is how long it took. And that man there, the captain and the icon of this entire career mode series, Diego Lainez, was a massive part of the reason, and that is what we have been waiting for. I know, guys, at the beginning of this, on episode 1 of this whole series, I said we want to get Champions League glory, but I completely underestimated how long and how much effort and application that would take. But we've done we've still won in Europe, and you know, Charlton have never had a run quite like this in Europe before. Brewster was fantastic, Suzuki there, so many players that I'm so pleased to see getting on that podium. A shame Albie Morgan couldn't be there, but here is Diego Lainez lifting the trophy. That is what we want to see. There we go. That is a wonderful display from Charlton in this career mode, guys. And that is the scene that we have longed for and waited for so long. And they are going to party the night away. They really are. Unbelievable. The fans loving life there as well. And Rob Holding getting involved. The keeper ter Stegen had a great season with us as well, getting involved. Kub Miners in the back there, a couple of the subs, and Diego Lainez, rightfully so, going to flaunt his trophy amongst the red and white confetti to the Charlton fans. Photographers follow. Ousmane Dembele follows. Ter Stegen follows. Oh, Joe Gomez, De Silva, the whole gang, honestly. Iheanacho at the back there as well. These scenes are unreal. Where's Jay De Silva? Where's my boy? Oh yeah, he was just there at the front. There are the fireworks. This is great. I've never seen this before. I mean, it's kind of a shame that I can't hear the audio here. And there is the final image of the boys celebrating with the Europa League trophy. So pleased to see, you know, Suzuki, Brewster, Lainez, all of the boys there. Stengs as well. Fair play to Stengs. We stuck with him, and he ended up being a really important player for us throughout the duration of his stay at Charlton. And that is it, guys. that is it. Let's have a look at the ratings for the match. Ryan Brewster, quite rightly, with man of the match. Made the headlines. We got a trophy there as well. Unbelievable. I didn't realise that when the Europa League final, well, I didn't realise that that was a thing. But anyway, we have a 9.6 rating for Brewster. Lanez played brilliantly well, and Hudson-Odoi and Jovic with great ratings as well. In fact, the whole team, just everybody take a bow, because you all did bloody magnificently, not just in this game, but throughout the entire career mode since we bought each individual player. And that is a wonderful way to end things off. It took 5 or 6 seasons, 2023, so it took 4 or 5 years basically. And there we are, Charlton Athletic, the winners of the Europa League. So guys, before we sign off, let's have one final look at this squad that has done incredibly well over the course of, I'm going to say 5 seasons, I might be one off there, but we have accumulated this incredible squad, and this is how we end off the Charlton Athletic FIFA 19 career mode. Whilst we go through all these players and the entire sort of stats and squad list, and you can see how everybody contributed throughout the season in each competition and everything you really want if you want to pause on any player. But while that happens, guys, there will be a poll that pops up in the top of the screen right now, on the top of the screen, and it will ask you for your vote for the player of the series in this career mode. I have an idea of the 4 I'm going to go with, and I have a feeling I know who's going to win, but you might surprise me, I don't know. But there we go, guys. That is going to be it for this career mode and this entire series. Thank you so much for joining me. This series actually ended up getting me a fair few thousand views actually, and was probably the most successful FIFA series I have ever done in the YouTube history. So I thank you sincerely from the bottom of my heart for all your support over this one, and I'm very excited to get into FIFA 20 where we will be doing a very similar thing, and maybe, especially considering Charlton are no longer in League 1 to start off and are in the Championship, maybe it will enable us to get to that Champions League dreamland quicker. We've done the Europa League, can we do one better in the FIFA 20 Charlton Athletic career mode? Stay tuned on the channel, leave a like and subscribe if you want to see that, and I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers guys, and sweet.